Alright, brisket's been on for about 4.5 hours now. Starting to get a real good bark look to it here. Beautiful color. We're going to go ahead and wrap it up. Show you how to wrap. So what we're going to do is fold these edges up a little bit. I double wrap the bottom. Crack a beer. We're going to go ahead and start. Just put a little juice in here. Everything's better with beer. Cheers. And then I'm going to go ahead and use the rest of the seasoning we made earlier. Sprinkle on top. Just give another little layer. Not a bunch. Just a little bit. Maybe pour a little bit on the bottom where the juices will be to help give some more flavor. Go ahead and finish that off. And we're going to take another piece of foil right on top of it. Fold the edges in. Like so. Alright, then we're going to put it back on. Probably go on for about another hour or so. Perfect. Alright folks, it's been probably about another, 45 minutes. Almost an hour. Let's see what she looks like. Yeah, she looks pretty good. I'm going to go ahead and probe it. Nice. 196, 198, 205, 199, 197. Pretty good. So I want that crust to firm back up though, so we're going to go ahead and pull this off this foil. See if I can do this one-handed. Awesome chunk of meat. I'm going to have to put this other glove on. That is hot. All right, we're going to let that crust up a little bit. Try to crust back up. So another about 20 minutes or so. That's tasty. And then we're going to pull it. Alright folks, we're going to pull this brisket off. It's crusted back over. It's awesome. Flip these little armadillo eggs I got here for tasters. And we got a grilled onion. We'll talk about that a little bit later. Maybe another video. Alright, brisket's done. We pulled it. It's rested for about almost an hour. Look at it. Crust is back. Looks awesome. So first thing we're going to do is we're going to separate. We talked about this point and this flat. We're going to separate them. You're just going to find this fat cap here, cut through it. Now you have a point and a flat. So you can see where the grain runs. It's with the knife. So this is the flat here. The grain is running this way. So we're going to cut against the grain. A lot of people, this is where they mess up on a brisket. So right here, we're just going to go ahead and cut against the grain right here. Open it up. It's beautiful. So this obviously is a smaller end, but we're going to go ahead and cut a couple slices. Looks good. Nice and tender. About right there is where it's going to get probably your best pieces. Juicy, tender. So to check for tenderness, you see it's just awesome. Check for tenderness, you put it on across a knife. It's almost folding across. So we're going to pulls right apart. Taste it. Pretty good. It's pretty good brisket. Total cook time, probably about 6 hours total. 5 hours, about an hour wrapped. That looks pretty awesome. So that's the flat. Alright, so that brings us to the point. You can see where you cut the flat off right here. And it's just crust all around. This is your more fattier piece. So grain is going this way. You can see the grain. Just right here. Going this way. We're going to cut it against the grain again. I'm going to go ahead and cut a chunk off. If we were doing burn ends, we would cut some bigger chunks. I'll go ahead and cut one. You'd cut about an inch chunk square, and then you'd come back and you'd cut these right here, and you could sauce these. That'll be another video down the road, but just goodness, because it's got crust on 2 or 3 sides. Really juicy, really good. But you put these in the full pan with some sauce. We'll do that on another video. But we're gonna go ahead and, so this is the point. Just make some slices. You want to do a little bit thicker because it doesn't hold together as good because it is that tender. So this is about twice as thick as the flat. You can tell that crust is crispy. You got to cut through that crust there. Really good brisket. Y'all should be here. This is awesome. So as you can see that right there, it's just folding over. Oh, it just broke. Just folding over on a knife and just breaking. I mean, super tender, juicy. Excellent. Let's try this piece. It's just falling apart. All right, y'all stay tuned. Keep doing some more.